This week, a number of police officers were taken in for questioning in connection with the Impacts investigations into police offensive dubbed Operation Restore Confidence. The operation led to accusations of human rights violations against local police and calls for due process to be followed in dealing with those involved. But veteran journalist Rick Wayne believes that the DPP will have a tough time prosecuting as a result of former Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony's public statements on the findings of the investigation.
The former Prime Minister has said some pretty, to my mind, outrageous things. It's in the public domain. I think, and again, I'm not a lawyer, but I think I know a little bit about it. It's going to be extremely difficult for this DPP, with all its efforts, to bring this thing to what you would call a just conclusion. Why? Because the Prime Minister, who is himself a lawyer, to my mind, read publicly a lot of things that he should not have read. He read a whole bunch of things in speeches, speeches made up from what he read in the so-called Impacts report, which he never should have been privy to, which should have been delivered to the former DPP, according to law, by the leader of Impacts.
In an address to the nation on March 8, 2015, certain aspects of the investigation report were divulged by Dr. Kenny Anthony. According to him, the report accused police of staging encounters and planting evidence. Mr. Wayne says it is interesting that a former government minister is now legal counsel for one of the officers brought in for questioning.
I think it also is ironic that Lorne Theophilus appears to be the lawyer representing the officers you talked about there, because he was in government when the government decided on setting up the Impacts investigation that has resulted in the Impacts report. So it's very interesting. That in itself is worthy of investigation by the press to get some comments from him. But of course, Rick Wayne is always the one that the press comes to conveniently.
In August 2013, the United States suspended all forms of assistance to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, citing allegations of serious human rights violations. Since then, the government has been pressured by the United States and the European Union for the matter to be resolved. For the DBS News World, I am Sheffield Gillard.